Actually, I realized that there was something missing from the last guide. Not so much in terms of what you should be doing, but the big fight we did not see. And I did record another video for that guide, which I did not use for other reasons. However, that video included a big fight, so I wanted to show you this as well, because I did pretty much the same thing as I did in the guide you just saw, or in the game you just saw. So we had a very similar position, but in this game we were attacked big time. So let me just show you how that plays out and how to manage a fight. Alright, I'm starting it here. And the players in this game are a little better. As you can see, I did get the position I wanted to get in the other game but didn't. And I think I should be attacked any time now. This might also be the beginning of night 4. So just about when the other game ended, we are at this point right here. And I really don't know who is Werewolf yet. I know some of the players, and here all of a sudden this guy attacks us. This guy Budapest. And so we already have the fully upgraded rifles, and so does he. So if he is Werewolf, good job to him, because that is quite an achievement to have those fully upgraded rifles so early, and especially as Werewolf. However, he does not really control his army well, so I just go and I stand in there with my villager. Now, as you can see in the inventory, just like in the other game, I do have the Horn of Valhalla, and I do also have the upgraded boots, the boosts of the Swift Wolf. So remember, you want to get those any game. And the other item which I have is the mob torch. And that torch you can buy in the shop in the middle for 450 gold. And it just gives a damage buff aura. So it increases the damage of all of your surrounding units. And that is what you want to get once you start fighting. So I did buy it, and now I'm very glad I have it in the fight. It provides a crucial advantage. So this little squad right here, I was able to clean up easily, also because the guy did not seem to control his units. And now I'm starting to wonder, so is that guy the werewolf because he just declared war on everybody? I'm asking the other guys in the lobby. And now the DL map just confirms, yeah, he also attacked him. And now he just attacks me again, so more of his troops are streaming in. And at this point I'm starting to wonder, like, what's going on? Because again, he doesn't seem to be controlling his army. He just streams in units after units. Now this guy, like here, is getting a little lower. I wanted to heal him up with Scarecrow, like be Mr. Nice Guy. But, oh, and what happens here is I accidentally triggered one of the secrets in the game. Uh, the game has so many secrets, sometimes you just trigger some of them accidentally. And that happens when you move up to this stack of hay. You can see it here. There's like a stack of hay, and I accidentally walk right into it. Oh, the camera switches. However, now that stack lights up in flames, and a big, I think it's also called a scarecrow, comes out, and now it starts fighting us. But I didn't even realize it; it already died because our army is so strong. But the problem is I lost the mob torch, so I no longer have the damage buff because I accidentally walked into that haystack. So yeah, there is a lot of secrets around the map. You can try to explore some of them for yourself. But for now, I'm still a little confused because that guy just attacked us with so many troops, but he didn't control them at all, and they were fully upgraded. So having this so early means that he must be pretty good. So yeah, I'm really wondering what's going on there. And now, when I have some time to breathe, I try to do the necessary stuff. As you can see here, I also put a lot of coffee aside, and I haven't started drinking it yet. So now I want to start drinking it as soon as possible. Going back into the necessary routine. I'm not planting anymore, just gathering eggs, making more ships and stuff. And now he runs into me, and this time not only does he have the fully upgraded rifleman, but he also has the fully upgraded knights. So at this time, this guy is starting to smell a bit fishy to me, because I mean, and now he shows up with the fully upgraded swordsman as well. So now he definitely smells like shit, because I know what's possible in the game and whatnot. And he just lost so many units. And first he runs into me with fully upgraded rifles, then the fully upgraded knights, and now the fully upgraded swordsmen as well. So something must be wrong at this point. But I'm not concerning myself with this too much. I'm more concerned about surviving at this point. And I realized that even though I have the scarecrow placed, which increases my regeneration so much, this is not a winning fight anymore. So I have to retreat into my base. And there I just get a much better attacking angle, and his melee units, they can only attack 2 at a time. So from here I'm able to take the fight again, and now I'm starting to go into panic mode a little. Okay, shit, what should I do? And really what I have to do now is drink up my coffee quickly, because again I did not get my armor, which, you know, as a fisherman is somewhat understandable. As a hunter or as a miner you get it more quickly. But I am in the line of fire right now, so I lose hit points quickly. I want to get out of there, and now I emergency want to get like an invo potion and drink a lot of coffee. So I walk up to my spring water and stuff, and now I start drinking that coffee. And it is looking a bit dire, but now I'm able to place the scarecrow again. So now I'm able to fight back this army because my regeneration increases. And also I have started to ramp up my soldiers. Now here with the dog I need to buy the mob torch back, and I also want the fire gin. Those you want to be using in the fight. And now the game ends, because at first I thought this guy had died, this werewolf guy. But in reality, he killed the werewolf, and it was just some random dude who had no idea how to play werewolf. So that would have been the most exciting game, except for that fight in the end. And by now, based on the information that I have given you, just look at this. He's streaming out more and more units. So that guy is a cheater. And now I'm not quick on calling out cheaters, but I do smell them when I see them. So after I played the game, I just quickly wanted to. At this point, I wasn't sure yet, because if he got really fat as a werewolf, the thing I still thought he was the werewolf. And as a werewolf, whenever you kill somebody, you get all of the resources from that guy. So if he killed somebody who was very rich, it could actually be possible that he has all that. Although it would still be improbable, because it just takes a lot of time to research all that stuff as well. So now I just want to check the replay. And the first indication is already, if we head over to the resources tab, we see this guy Budapest had like 150 gold mined in total, and he was supposed to have the completely upgraded knights, riflemen, and melee units. So yeah, that's definitely not gonna happen, my friend. But just to confirm, I want to open up the replay very quick. And there we have it. I'm just jumping ahead to this point. And now, already by the way how he builds his base, I can say that this is probably not the best player, because of something that I haven't mentioned yet. But what we see now, literally in the replay, it says Nuzamakuche, or whatever that means, cheat pack has been activated. So really, you're making it so obvious, bro. And now all of a sudden he got 3k wood and 3k gold, and he will keep getting much more throughout the game. So yeah, this player was not really good, but he was a cheater. He had like infinite resources, and he wanted to abuse the game a little. And I thought this is a good opportunity to just show you how you can spot it if somebody is using cheats. And now you saw it here in the replay, but you can also preemptively spot it. And for that, you have to look at the game that is being hosted, because that guy, he was the host of the game, most commonly indicated by color red, but not always. But if somebody is the host, it can happen. There are corrupted versions around, a lot of them actually, but most of the time the guy who hosts that version doesn't even know it's corrupted. So it's not that big of a deal. He just plays casually like everybody else. This is in fact only the second time that I actually see somebody actively cheating in hundreds of games that I have played this map. So don't worry, there are not too many cheaters around. But just for the recording of this this basic villager guide, I happened to find the cheater. And now let me just use this opportunity and show you how to spot a cheated version. Most of the time you will recognize it in Discord already. As you can see here at the bottom, it says this map has cheats. But in Budapest's case, this was not so, unfortunately. It was displayed by the bot as any other regular version. So to realize that this map is corrupted, we have to go into the folder Warcraft free maps downloads. At least for me, this should look somewhat similar to you. And then I sort by the date that I downloaded the maps. And now at the 2nd of March, around 1532, I see I downloaded this map. And now I compare it and I see Budapest hosted his map at the 2nd of March, around 1442. And that is when he started to host this map. And it just took some time for the lobby to fill. That is why there is like 40 minutes in between, because I was the last guy to join. And but really, this is definitely the corrupted version, and we can identify it as a corrupted version if we sort by file size now. And you can see these are all of the different Werewolf versions that I have, and they are not all sharing the same file size. So the 2279 one, which at least the majority of the versions have, this is the correct one. So you always want to be hosting that one. And all of the versions up here are corrupted. So make sure not to host any of those. And Budapest's one is at the top right here. And the problem is, you cannot really tell this from the interface of Warcraft 3 because they are all displayed exactly the same because they have the same name and they have the same icon and the same version and stuff. So if you see somebody hosting a corrupted version, really don't go too hard on them, just tell them, because in 9 out of 10 cases, they don't even know it themselves and the game will be just fine most likely because they don't know how to abuse it. But in some cases there is an actual cheater, but as we had read here. And so for you to avoid hosting a corrupted version accidentally, you can just take the right one, so the one with the file size 2279, and you cut it out, and then you paste it into a separate folder that is still under Warcraft 3 maps. And then this is the only version which you have in that folder, and you don't directly download into it, so it will stay the only version. And like that, you can always host the correct one. So yeah, nothing wrong with the city of Budapest, but it's beautiful. But you, sir, are full of shit. And I hope if somebody finds you hosting a lobby again, they will call you out and say Podgy Rabbit sends his regards. And last but not least, I figured that I could be using this as an advertisement. So as you could see, this basic villager guide is already so good that you can use it to hold a literal cheater at bay. We were fighting him back at the end there, and the tides were shifting in our favor. So you just imagine what you will be learning in the advanced villager guide. From now on, I will be uploading one video every week, and the next one is going to be the basic werewolf guide. Stay tuned and see you there.